Yo, what's good, guys? Guy in the mirror here, and I was scrolling through Instagram Reels. I was doom scrolling, and I found some things I wanted to talk about. So that's why I'm making this video right now. Um, and before I do anything, I want to apologize for this gameplay right here. I know the game was glitching and all that. Wasn't my fault. And I'm also kind of on a time crunch right now, so I don't feel like recording more gameplay. So I'm gonna just use that for right now. Don't worry, it's not like it'll get better. Eventually it'll be it's not going to be glitchy the whole time. It's just the one game. Um but yeah, I just wanted to, make a video on that. And before I get into that, I also want to talk about the fact that I'm out of high school, bro. This is my first week out of high school. Not dealing with that no more. I'm done. Kind of feels weird, you know? Feels weird being in a situation just never having to go back to school ever again. I mean, I might go back to my elementary school one more time because that's a thing, but other than that, pretty much it. I'm pretty much done. Um, I thought the game was over real quick. I was like, damn, have I been talking for that long? But no, it's the game's just been glitching the whole time. Shitty ass game. Don't worry, it's just the one game. I know it kind of drags on for a little bit, but it'll be over eventually. And then the next game after this, I actually do pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I do pretty all right. And then the last game I just play like shit. So hopefully I can get through all this video before that gameplay is done with, cause that's the only gameplay I had. I was hoping that I would have some more gameplay, to fuck around with, but I don't. It's just I just recorded this. I just played this like 2 seconds ago, or like right before I started recording this audio. All right, let's just get into it.
I know that's what I said. Yeah.
See, this is why y'all motherfuckers got to start drinking. Because if you were drinking, whenever the conversation would get dead or silent, all you gotta say is, "Let's take a shot." It's the easiest thing ever, and it's the thing that everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to get drunker. Everybody wants to get more fucked up. So that's what you say, right? That's why you drink with motherfuckers. Because when you're drinking, you got your drink, you're chilling, and then you're having a conversation. Obviously it's easier to have a conversation anyway, so it's most likely not going to die out anyways. You most likely wouldn't even have this problem in the first place if you were drinking, but if it were to happen, because sometimes it does, obviously, you could just say, "Let's take a shot." And everybody would want to take a shot. Or if everyone says no, then whatever. Either way, it would still break the fucking silence. It's still something to break the silence with. So, just something to think about. Y'all need to lock in and start becoming alcoholics, because it does you right in terms of conversation. That's all I'm saying. See, I personally don't have a problem with this, because I'm kind of in a friend group like that. I don't want to say that we all secretly hate each other, but we will all talk shit about each other sometimes. I mean, sometimes it'll be, behind their backs, but then sometimes it will be to their face, when we need to. But then other times, talk shit about motherfuckers behind their back. It don't matter, right? As long as you got the one friend, right? As long as you got one real friend who won't do that type of shit, That's all you need, right? I mean, I got my one friend from elementary school who's not even really a part of this friend group at all, right? And I went to elementary school with him, never went to middle school and high school with him, so that's why he's not really a part of the friend group. But yeah, I'm still friends with him, and he's a real one. I got him, right? But then I also have my cousin, who's also in the friend group, and she's a real one, we're real to each other, chilling like that. So, I feel like as long as you got the one person who really gives a shit about the whole friend group, the friend group is really just there so that you can just have people to hang out with, in terms of, like, actually having bonds and actually having, relationships with other people. I feel like all you really need is just, a couple of people, right? Like, you don't need this big-ass group of all these people that you just have strong connections with, Like, you already have people like that. You already have possibly your parents, right? Or possibly, your siblings. Or, I don't know, man. Maybe you don't have that. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, it's fine to have a friend group where people, like, where you're not friends with everyone in the friend group, where you're not, like, really friends with everyone. I mean, I'm really, actually, I don't know what I'm talking about, because I am really friends with everyone, but you know what I'm talking about, like, where, I don't know, man, I don't know, now I'm just fucking yapping, I feel like. Whatever. Next.
Cause I'm from the O. I want to put that chain on.
What chain?
That O block. Cause I'm from the O. I want to put that.
Yo, what's wrong with having Snapchat nowadays? Like, I understand if you're a grown-ass man, like, that makes sense if you know. Like, obviously, when I you know, I don't imagine, like, snapping motherfuckers in my 20s. Like, I don't imagine asking girls for their snaps in my 20s, right? But I'm still, I mean, well, I'm not really in high school anymore, but I'm still, you know, I haven't graduated yet. I just got out of school, like, not even that long ago. So, it doesn't really count yet, right? I'm still kind of in that age. But, like, once I start working, like, once, you know, the next year rolls around, like, yeah, then I will probably stop, you know, using it. I'll probably just keep the app just for memories, you know, because I have the you know, all the, you know, pictures and videos that I've taken throughout my high school years. Like, I want to keep that, right? Free storage also. But I think, you know, I don't know. I mean, I've asked girls for their snaps that are older than me, that have been out of high school for a minute now. You know, grown-ass women, technically. And that shit wasn't weird, you know? I don't think that shit was weird. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't really give a fuck what other motherfuckers do. That's why I don't really view it as weird. It's just, for me, I don't want to, like, be, you know, well into my 20s doing that shit. I mean, I don't really imagine even doing that by the time I'm 19, because that's probably when I'll be, you know, just working full-time. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? There's no cheese? Son, hold on, son. I'm tired of coming to fucking barbecues. There's mad burgers, hot dogs, peppers, everything. There's no fucking cheese for the burgers? What y'all doing, son? I'm dead tired of this shit.
I mean, he do got a point, though. I mean, how you gonna be cooking out, making burgers and shit, and not put any cheese on that bitch? Like, what? That don't make any sense. Like, so what, are they just making hamburgers? Are they just making burgers? Like, why don't they make any cheese? I mean, like, yeah, he probably should have brought in some cheese for himself. I mean, if he's gonna be that pressed about having cheese at the barbecue, then he should probably just bring some cheese for himself just in case. I mean, obviously, this is not the fucking first time this has happened to him, so he should just lock in and probably, like, start bringing cheese with him. But, I mean, it's also on them, too. They're also at fault, too. Why is there no cheese? How many times you gonna have a barbecue and not have any cheese? That kind of pisses me off, too. I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, yeah, I know he should probably bring some cheese, but, I mean, they're the ones doing the cooking out. They should just already know to bring cheese. Is that not a standard? Is that not a standard? Like, what, should he also bring the fucking buns, too, just in case he needs the buns? You know? You're just gonna eat the patties by himself? Should he also bring the patties just in case? Just in case y'all aren't cooking out anything? You're just cooking out hot dogs instead? I mean, come on, how you gonna do the whole thing, and then just leave out the cheese? That makes no sense to me. I'm on his side. But, you know, speaking about all that, I mean, not really, but what's been going on with Instagram? I feel like it's, you know, kind of, cooled down a little bit. Maybe that's a good thing, but I feel like, you know, a couple of months ago, every single time I'd scroll on this app, it would just be people dying all the time. It would just be car crashes, it would be everything. And it was, you know, horrific, but it was also kind of, you know, a little bit funny, you know, sometimes, right? Because sometimes it was just, you know, people just being stupid as fuck. You know, like, you gotta laugh at that, right? Even though they died, like, it was still, like, just them being stupid as fuck, and they didn't hurt anybody else. So it's like, you know, come on. Like, at least let me laugh at that. But what, like, that's not a thing anymore. I haven't seen that in months. You know, what's been going on there? Like, have they locked down? Has Elon Musk, or, not Elon Musk, who the fuck runs Instagram? Mark Zuckerberg? Is he What is he? Is he just, like, didn't want that on the site anymore? He's got Facebook. Facebook can just be the nice, happy place where all the old people go. And then all the youngsters, the cool motherfuckers, you know, will be on Instagram, you know, saying crazy shit in the comments, you know? But why can't we have crazy-ass videos, too, where, like, it's not like it's, like, beheading videos or some crazy shit like that. It's just car crashes. It's not, like, anything major, you know? I don't know. I feel like that we need to bring that back, in my opinion, because it used to be crazy. I mean, because there was no other website like that. I feel like, I mean, maybe TikTok was like that. I don't know. I've never had TikTok, but YouTube's not like that. YouTube's chill. YouTube can be the chill, real site and whatnot. You know. You know, let Instagram be the crazy shit. You know, it's Instagram's time to be crazy. It used to be all nice. It used to be all whatever. Now let it have its crazy time. Don't cut it short. Don't cut it short, Mark Zuckerberg. Please. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just going to be the end of the video. I think that's all the reels that I looked at for today, and I feel like I don't want to make this video any longer. I kind of like doing this, you know, because I always look at reels. I'm always doom scrolling, you know, and I'm always like stopping, pausing it so I can just have my opinion on it. And then sometimes I'll go into the comments so I can see what the comments are saying and like seeing what they're saying. And then like I'm hoping they're gonna say some dumbass shit so then I can go in my mind and like fucking argue with them in my own mind for like a million fucking years. And then if I'm really fucking pissed off, I might actually comment back and say some shit back if I have a really compelling argument, you know. So I like doing that. So if I do that, I might as well, turn it into a series or whatever, make a video out of it, right? Turn it into some kind of content. I mean, I don't know if this is really content. I don't know if this is what you would call content, but I'm trying my best. All right, I'm going to stop fucking talking. See ya.